Just before 4 this afternoon, the sound of gunfire terrified shoppers inside the Tanforan Mall. When the shooting finally stopped, 2 people were wounded. At least 2 suspects slipped away, possibly on board a BART train. And tonight, we're told, police do not believe that this was a random attack.
We have live team coverage for you tonight, beginning with Night Beat's Betty Yu. Betty?
Veronica, police tell us that right now they are looking for 2 shooters in what they believe to be a targeted shooting. It sent the Tanforan Mall into chaos and 2 people to Zuckerberg SF General.
Attention, JCPenney customers and associates. Please stay in the building until we find out what's going on outside.
This Snapchat captured by a customer who ran for safety inside JCPenney. Another worker shared this cell phone video after panicked shoppers and employees fled.
Man, it was just, I don't know, just a lot of people panicking. They didn't know what to do. People were just getting in their safe, like trying to be safe. A lot of people running around.
And you?
I did the same. I started going to the nearest door that was open.
San Bruno police say the shooting happened around 4 p.m. at the shops at Tanforan.
We believe that those who were involved in the incidents have fled the area, and they're hiding from us rather than posing a public safety threat at this point. And given their initial actions, again, we don't think that this was a random act where they were just seeking victims randomly.
2 victims, described as young black men, were hit with gunfire. Paramedics rushed them to Zuckerberg SF General, where one is in critical condition and the other is in serious but stable condition. 2 others were injured in connection with the shooting, but they were treated and released at the scene. Multiple witnesses described hearing the gunfire in and around the food court.
I was actually in the food court. I was eating, sitting right there. And all of a sudden, we all heard gunshots. And, you know, everybody started, got up and started running. Chaos in that moment.
It was crazy. Right now, I can't really think. I guess it's like, I really, like, you know, I can't really believe it.
You're still in shock.
Yeah.
Lynn Galdamez took her grandsons to watch a movie at Century Theaters when a SWAT team evacuated them. Officers locked down the parking garages to do systematic searches during the investigation, which left dozens of people stuck for more than 4 hours, waiting to get their cars.
Just waited around, a lot of waiting in the cold for about an hour and a half or so, till about 6:30. Decided to go get a bite to eat, get out of the cold, and now just now getting our cars.
San Bruno police tell us that there are several surveillance cameras around the property, so officers will be combing through the video for any leads. Now, the mall will reopen tomorrow at 10 a.m., and officers tell us if you left any property in the mall today, you can reclaim it tomorrow after that time. Ken and Veronica?
Betty, I have a question for you. You're there in the parking structure, and it looks like there's activity behind you. Have they reopened it?
Yes, after about 4 hours this evening, they have reopened it, so people are slowly returning to the garage to finally get their cars. Veronica?
All right, Betty, you live for us there outside of the Tanforan Mall in San Bruno. We appreciate it, Betty. Thanks.
I'm Simon Perez with new video of the mayhem here at the mall. This is video shot by Kev Stover, who was going into the mall to buy a new cell phone plan. On his current cell phone, he captured several dramatic moments like this, when you can see dozens of people running for their lives, the police directing them to safety. He also shot video of packs of police officers barreling into the mall in an attempt to confront the shooters. At one point, the armored vehicle gives officers cover. A close look here highlights the rescue of one of the people who was injured, identified by police inside.
It's in the movie theater area. We're still trying to get further. So far, there's a 14-year-old victim. 1 male shot so far.
Then they identified another.
We're out with a victim above the food court.
Some officers rushed in, others staked out the perimeter.
Guys, everyone saw where the victim was. The shots were going to the west. They were riding suspect ran towards BART. If we can get the BART train shut down.
Suspect possibly went to BART.
Several of the witnesses we spoke to said they didn't hear anything because they were inside the theater. They only found out when they got messages on their phones from their friends. In San Bruno, I'm Simon Perez, KPIX 5.
Well, police then swarmed the 12th Street BART station in Oakland and boarded a BART train looking for one of the suspects connected to San Bruno. Night Beat's Kristen Ayers shows us.
Police armed with assault rifles evacuated the station around 5 o'clock this evening and shut it down to the public as they searched the station, and a train stopped there. They didn't find their suspect, but this is what it looked like on board the train that was searched. One witness told us people ducked for cover when they saw armed officers roaming the platform, and word quickly spread that authorities were searching for an active shooter. After being held on the train for a short time, passengers were told to exit single file with their hands up. One witness told us there were some tense, terrifying moments.
So people were definitely concerned there was an active shooter. The moment that they said that the cops are going to come to each train one by one, a lady kind of exclaimed, she said, well, what if he's on this train? Like I don't want him on this train with me. Like, I don't want to get shot.
No one was injured. There were some unconfirmed reports that police had recovered a gun at the station. We spoke to both BART police and to the Oakland Police Department. They are not confirming that any weapon was found. In Oakland, Kristen Ayers on the Night Beat.
Well, the shooting caused system-wide delays at BART. As you can imagine, tonight's service is back to normal. For the latest on the shooting, you can visit our website, kpix.com.